Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the J-Dub Show. I'm your host, J-Dub. For this episode, we're going to be talking about SmackDown, the episode that aired Friday, April 10th, 2009. Before I get started, I'd like to say thank you so much to all of my 600 and, let this page load up. Thanks. 676 subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in to the show, and make sure you join me, LL Cool, JJ, Jabari, Chris Talks Your Rule, and Icon Matthew 1 tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern on Blog Talk Radio. Link over in the description box. Make sure you set a reminder for it. Hopefully you listen to the show live. Call in. We're going to be talking about The Rock. We're going to be talking about TNA. They have like a disgruntled employee spilling some secrets, on how their creative meetings work in TNA. So that's something to see. We're also going to be talking about a little bit about WrestleMania 25, our thoughts on the WWE draft, and, basically all this other stuff. A lot of other stuff. Yeah, getting into this episode of SmackDown. It starts out with Matt Hardy coming out to the ring. He's talking about Jeff Hardy. Basically just tearing him a new one, and then he tells Jeff to apologize to the crowd because they're his fans, they're here for him, and he owes them an apology and everything. So Jeff Hardy comes out and tries to attack Matt, but then before Jeff even came out, Matt was talking about how one of them was going to end up on a stretcher or something, and Theodore Long comes out and says, that's a pretty good idea. Tonight you two are going to face each other in a stretcher match. First match of the night, Big Show versus Kofi Kingston. Big Show ends up winning this match. It was, quick, easy. Kofi showing his athleticism, typical Big Show. My point of view on the Big Show, he's not as bad as a wrestler as people claim for him to be, or at least I don't understand people's opinions of him. They call him the Big Slow, but take, for instance, his matches with John Cena. I like the matches that he's had with John Cena. I know a lot of people don't like them, but the match he had a couple of weeks ago, it wasn't that long ago, maybe last week on Raw, and like a month before that on SmackDown, those were pretty good matches. Next, Santino comes down to the ring. Santino, we haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. He comes down, issues an open inva-challenge to anybody that wants to challenge him in the back. Basically, he wants to one-up his sister. Show everybody that that's not the only Marella that they have to be scared of. So the great Khali comes out and says, his translator, Ranjan Singh, says, what? He doesn't want to face you. All he wants is a date with your sister. He wants to suck on her face and everything. So, Santino's like, no, I'm not going for that. He was pretty funny, as always, typical or vintage Santino, as Michael Cole would say. But, Santino does not take the challenge. Great Khali ends up defeating him in a couple of seconds. Match over and done with. Third match tonight, Gail Kim versus Michelle McCool. This match, it wasn't that good of a match. I know a lot of people are going to be saying it was better than a typical Divas match, but when you have people like Michelle McCool, I'd say she was a good wrestler. When she's in the ring with Maurice, I like her. I think she brings out the best in Maurice. And I think Michelle McCool, she was the top diva on SmackDown before Gail Kim got here. Now Gail Kim has gotten here. She's defeated Michelle McCool in this match. And it wasn't that good of a match. I can tell that WWE, they were trying to bite off of the knockouts. Yes, WWE was trying to bite off of the knockouts. They were trying to have this match more athletic, more, it was like a slower paced match, and I don't like that about WWE Divas matches. I think WWE Divas matches need to be more up-tempo and at a higher pace than what this match was, because it seemed like they were trying to make this like a regular wrestling match, like that wasn't two women in the ring fighting each other. And there is a difference. Like, there's a difference between men's wrestling and a difference between women's wrestling. Now, this worked back in the Trish, Lita, Victoria days. It worked because I watched a match a couple of weeks ago, a hardcore Divas match, Victoria versus Trish. That was the type of match that this match should have been, but it was not that type of match. So it came off poorly to me. It's just my opinion. Next, we have the cutting edge with John Cena and well, Edge is the host, of course, and John Cena is the guest. You know, I wasn't even really listening to what they were saying, but John Cena, he has this one line where he says, you know, Edge, you may be a better wrestler than me, you may be smarter than me, you may use your opportunities better than me. Basically, you just admitted as a World Heavyweight Champion of WWE that you suck, and this man right here is better than you, and every single component that should matter about being a superstar. You just admitted that you suck, basically. So, yeah, we go on back and forth, back and forth. John Cena ends up taunting Edge, telling him to hit him. But Edge just jumps out of the ring and walks away. Next, before this tag team match, we have King and not King. See, that's wishful thinking. Not King and JR, but Todd Grisham. Yes, he was on SmackDown. Todd Grisham and JR talking about the upcoming WWE draft, and they were kind of hinting that Primo and Carlito, the unified tag team champions, might be split up onto different shows, but they'd still defend their tag team championships together. And then Grisham goes on, you know, say him and JR could be separated, and he goes, you know, oh, me and you could be separated after 1 week, you know, oh, the humanity. And JR just gave like a funny laugh, like I've never heard him laugh before, like, humanity. Get the hell off my show. Get away from me. Yeah, but Ted DiBiase and Cody Rhodes defeat Primo and Carlito. And then Randy Orton comes out and cuts a promo after, you know, that match. Fifth match tonight was the stretcher match, Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy. Matt Hardy ends up winning this match. I won't say I was surprised at that, because I actually thought that he was going to win the match, as opposed to the WrestleMania 25 match where I thought Jeff Hardy was going to win that match, because I've been hearing in the news. I have to stop listening to these wrestling news sites, because they've been proven wrong over and over again. I heard that at WrestleMania 25, the feud between the Hardy Boys was supposed to end, and with Matt being the winner, of course, it didn't end, and I see they're dragging this out. I like to see how this feud progresses, and I'm glad that they're finally getting their time. You know, I guess they're the number one storyline on, well, the number one storyline that's exclusive to SmackDown right now, so good for them. What else do I have to say? Oh, I'll be coming up with my WWE draft. I won't call it predictions anymore. I'm not calling it predictions. I'm going to call it thoughts. Like, if I was in the WWE creative team shoes, what I would do. Because if I call it predictions, I have to own up to being wrong. And, yeah, with my WrestleMania 25 thing, I got 2 predictions out of 9 right. So I'm not calling them predictions anymore. I'm going to call them thoughts. So if I call them thoughts, you know, I won't be penalized too bad for being wrong about it. So, yeah, that's where I'll end this video. Thanks again to all of my subscribers. Make sure you watch me. Well, not watch. Listen to LL Cool J, Jabari, Chris Talk Show Rule, J-Dub, of course, and Icon Matthew 1 tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. You know, check your local listens. Check your time zone, whatever time it is. I don't know. I'm not even going to try to figure that out. I think it's about a 5 or 6 hour difference. Like I said before, don't quote me, because I don't know. Oh, and I wasn't able to get on Blog TV today because I had to go to work. I had just got off work, and I didn't want to jump in front of the camera, because my hair was like down like this, and I messed it up. But yeah, it was down like that because I had a hat on all day. Today was opening day for the Detroit Tigers. They won. They beat the Texas Rangers' ass. It was like 15-2. Great. Hopefully they keep this up. Hopefully, see that back there? Hopefully we get another one of those. 2009. But this time, hopefully we're going for the, going for the cup, the pennant, the championship, whatever it's called, the World Series. Yeah. See, I'm talking about the Tigers. Don't even know what the hell the championship is called. But yeah. Let me end this review before I embarrass myself any further. Peace out. If I can find the stop button.